Hello, everyone. Welcome to the I sound like a caveman typing that. Welcome to the first game of the primetime set between Carolina and Denver. This is week 5 of NPAD. Representing Carolina today will be Forking Acehole, the first overall pick in this year's draft. And then representing Denver is Monkey, the um yeah the captain of Denver. This is game 1, and it should be a very exciting series. Both of these teams have done lots to improve in the offseason, and a Monkey will win the first hand. And if you're curious on what the table is, this is Forking. This is Forking having a this is Forking with a image that he made. I forgot what he used, but he used something. But I can reassure that it is not AI. I've checked if it is AI. It is not AI. Monkey will win 3 in a row with the straight. Therefore, King will be down. Monkey will. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know what's been going on with me. Just my voice and my speech has not been the greatest, so. No. This is the first time that Carolina is no. Yeah. Um this is the first time where the board has been a little bit altered in the sense of trying to find a you know Forking will bet 15. Monkey will think. Monkey will fold. Right. Monkey with a simple raise, and we've got 10 king ace on the board. With another 10 on the turn. $40, and 4 king will get it with a 3 of a kind. King with 25 bet. Monkey will call. 9 queen 4 on the flop. $10 from King. And they'll do it again, and Monkey will have another straight. All right, Monkey with taking a long time for just a simple call. 2 queens on the board, followed by king and 2, and then 8 on the river. And monkey will win it with a two. Yeah, with a pair. Fours on the board. So what's a very good chance for a full house. Very good chance for quads. Four King will bet like he has quads. And monkey will call. Check, check. And Four King will win it with the higher kicker. That's actually very rough. King over ace. That is very, very rough. Wolf. 7-5-5 on the flop. Four King will check. Monkey will think. He'll check. 6 on the turn. Ten for Four King. 10 for monkey, and a full house will be called by Four King. Maybe because of the fives. Yeah, there was 3 5s on the board again. So all right. Simple. Four King would check. Hearts on the flop. Monkey will raise a 10, but Four King will not budge. $30 from Four King. Monkey will fold. Ace King. Oh my god. Damn. Unfortunate. 10 from monkey, and Four King will call. All clubs on the flop. Queen of diamonds on the turn. Check. Monkey. Think. You'll check. And a jack of diamonds on the river. Check from Four King. Check from monkey, and monkey will win it. Win a very small pot, but he will win it with Jack King suited. Monkey will think. Monkey thinking a little too long. Can you pause? Can you pause for 5 minutes? Okay, that's why he took a little bit. If it's cool with salt, yeah, that's fine. So we'll be in intermission for about 5 minutes. And we're back. Monkey will it was a check before, by the way. Four King will bet 20. Monkey will fold. And so far, it has been a very, very close game. 9 Ace 6 on the flop. Four King will check. Monkey will check. Queen of hearts on the turn. Five of spades on the river. And Four King will win 20 off a high. All clubs on the flop. They will both check. Jack of clubs on the turn. Monkey will bet 10. Four King will fold. So monkey will remain in the lead just for now. got some aces, got some others. Monkey will win the small pot, though. Queen 4 king, 4 king on the flop with an 8 of clubs on the turn. And an ace on the river, but 4 king doesn't win any of that. Monkey will win the hand, and will win another hand. Jack 2 4 10, check. No big bets, really. No big bets from either side. Check, check, and 4 diamonds on the river. Check from 4 king, check from monkey, and monkey will win that hand. Ten from 4 king, 10 from monkey, and then a 4 on the river. Check, check, and monkey with 7 deuce off for funnies, and then 5 jack off will win it for 4 king. Check. Monkey will ponder. Monkey will check. 5 of I got straight on the board actually. So they would chop the 10. Very fascinating. Two 9-2 on the flop. Check from 4 king. 10 from monkey. 10 from 4 king. And a king on the turn. 4 king will check. Monkey will check, and a jack of cards on the river. 4 king will check. Monkey will bet 10, but 4 king will not budge. 10. King, jack 8 on the flop. And monkey, 4 king will fold. Five king, queen 8 on the border. Now check from 4 king. Check from monkey. 4 spades on the river. Check from 4 king. And check from monkey. And monkey will win with ace high. Three two ace king on the board, but 4 king doesn't want to see any of it. 8-2-4 on the flop. 10 on the turn. That's my dog, by the way. And then they'll both check on the river with monkey having jack ace off. I mean on. Suited. I don't know why I'm saying off. I don't know why my dogs were barking like that. That was my duck 6-7 queen. A wonderful hand. 60 from 4 king. God, it's the biggest bet we've seen all day. Monkey will fold. Monkey will win that hand. See, I don't know how to keep them to stop them from barking. But 9-8-5 on the flop, 20 from forking. Monkey will excuse me. Monkey will think. They will fold. 3-10-8 on the flop. Forking will check. Monkey will check. 7 of diamonds on the turn. Forking will check. Monkey will check. King on course on the river. Forking will check. Monkey will check. And monkey will win it with jack high. Again, there's been like no big bets this entire game. This game has been very, very elementary in its playing style. It's been constant check, 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 check. Maybe occasional bet, but even the bigger bets, they never get called. And like this, forking, monkey probably fold this, unless he has something, like I said before. So it's somewhere it's, as a viewer, it's really not that interesting. And this is the type, ace king suited. This is the type of game that I think we'll probably be going to overtime for, because both of these people do not know how to play big. Queens! Trip queens on the board. But which monkey will win because forking folded. Damn. That forking really had his number, didn't he? Well, check from forking, check from monkey. 5 of spades on the turn. Check from forking. Check from monkey. King of clubs on the river. Check, check, and monkey will win it once more with a very, very small pot. Ten from forking. 10 from monkey. And 4 on the turn. Check from monkey. 10 from forking. Full from monkey. And forking would have the 4. 5-4-5 on the flop. Check, check. 10 of spades on the turn. Check, check. King of clubs on the river. 10 from forking. 10 from monkey. And forking will win it with a 2 pair. Ten for 8 on the river. Not river, sorry, flop. 15 from forking. Monkey will fold. Seven, 3, 5 on the flop. Check, check. Ace on the turn. Check, check. 9 on the river. Check, check. Monkey will win. I don't think either of these people have gone below 800. I'm pretty sure this game has strictly been like within 100 chips of each other. Whoa! Ace, Jack, Queen on the flop. 2 of clubs on the turn, and a 7 of clubs on the river. Check, check. No royal flush today. Queen 9 from forking. Ace to ace on the flop. Check, check. 8 of clubs on the turn. Check, check. And 5 of diamonds on the river. Check, check. Forking will win it. Forking slowly climbing his way back. 3-6 Jack on the flop. 10 from monkey, 10 from forking. Jack on the turn, check from forking. Monkey will bet 10. Forking will bet 10. Biggest pot of the day, I think. 60. 10 from monkey. Forking will fold. Check from monkey. 10 from forking. 10 from monkey. King on the turn. Check from monkey. 10 from forking. Fold from monkey. Queens. Oof. Queens from forking. 8 king 9 on the flop. 3 of spades. All spades on the board. 10 from monkey. Forking will fold. I think the biggest bet I've seen in this game was maybe someone going 30. Other than that, nothing. 8-2-2 on the flop. 5 of spades on the turn. Check, check. Possible full house potential. Oof. Seven, 2, queen 8 on the board. 10, 20 for monkey. And monkey will fold. I meant forking will fold, my bad. Aces on the board. Six, 9, 2 on the board. And forking will fold. 7, ace 7 on the flop. See what they can pull up here. Monkey will bet 10. Forking will call. Jack of diamonds on the turn. See what monkey can do here. 10 for monkey. Forking will call. And a 9 of spades on the river. See what monkey does here. He'll bet 30. Forking will fold. None of these people like betting big. They just don't like betting big, apparently. All clubs on the flop, and Jack of diamonds on the return. 10 for monkey. Forking will fold. Third from each, so we're going to start with 60 bet. 10 from monkey, 10 from forking, 10 from monkey, 10 from forking, and 10 from monkey, and forking will fold. That will be the biggest win of the night. Monkey having trips. If I was monkey there, I think I would have bet more. I would have bet a little bit more, but granted, forking, he is not folding for. He's not calling anything really. He's calling 10s and 20s, not calling anything more. So yeah. 2, 8, 2, 5 on the flop. Check, check. Queen of hearts on the turn. Check from forking. Check from monkey. 3 of hearts on the river. Check from forking. Check from monkey. And forking will win some of that chips back. With 6-8 off. Yeah, 6-8 suited. My bad. Jack on the flop. 9 on the turn. Check, check. 4 club. 4 of hearts on the river. They'll each bet 10, and monkey will get the edge over forking. This is a game where once overtime comes, because let's be real, I don't think this game is going to end before overtime. When overtime does come, it is going to be it's going to be something where both of them are in for a rude awakening. Because how they're playing right now, these people want to like elevate themselves in NPAD, they cannot keep doing what they're doing now. They cannot be just be betting 10s and 20s and then forwarding anything bigger. You can't do that. Yes, they're playing very, very conservative, but it's something where once in a while you have to just let it loose. You cannot keep checking, bet 10, call 10. That's not how. Now, for both of these players, it's going really fine for them. However, you cannot do this in a regular match. You can't. You really cannot. Cannot do this. 7-5, 7 to like the third time we've seen this exact flop. It didn't working. Check, check, and forking will have the straight. See, if I was forking there, I would have bet more. I don't think I would have done what they did. I think if I was forking, I would have betted more. A 7 on the turn. Check, check, and 7 on the river. Check from forking. Check from monkey, and monkey will have the 2 pair again. In this game, you have to bet more. I'm not seeing that. And both of these players are just not betting at all. Forking will fold. Monkey will win 50. Five, 2, queen, king on the board. Check, check from both. It'll be a chop for both, with both having a 9 pair. Well, not 9 high, but you know. Forking will bet 30. Monkey will think. He'll call. 5, king, 10 on the flop. Check from monkey. Forking with 60. Monkey will fold. So nothing from forking. 5, 10, king on the flop again. 2 diamonds on the turn. Season from Forking. And they'll fold. $60 from each. Probably the biggest pot we had all day. 230 from Forking. Here we go. And they will fold. Forking would have the flush. All right. Oh, 7 deuce 2 pair from Monkey. And we're now going to be on hand 86. Sorry for the prolonged silence there, guys. That was that was unplanned. Queen 9-10 on the flop. Check from Monkey. 20 from Forking. And Monkey will fold. Eight king ace 4-10 on the board. Check from each, and Forking will get the 20. Queen, Queen 2-2 on the flop. Check from Monkey. Check from Forking. 7 on the turn. Check from Monkey. Check from Forking. And 3 of spades on the river. Check from Monkey. Check from Forking. And Monkey will win it with ace high. Ooh, beating the 5 ace off. Once more, got king, queen, king on the flop. Ace, ooh, ace of diamonds on the turn, and a 4 of hearts on the river. They will each check, and Monkey will win it with a pair. Monkey is running away with hands 1, but you wouldn't believe it by the looks of the score. It is still very close. All right, 7 from overtime. 3, 7, 8 on the flop. Jack of hearts on the turn. Check, check. And 10 of hearts on the river. 10 from Forking. Monkey will fold. 30, 30. 10 from Monkey. 90 from Four King. Monkey's gonna fold here. Watch. He's gonna fold here. Yep, told you. And nothing ever happens. Literally nothing ever happens. And we're going on, I believe, hand 94? Hand 95. My bad. And 96. Yeah. And Monkey will remain in the lead. Check from Four King. Monkey. Will check. And Monkey will win 20. God, like 4 overtimes about to hit these guys hard. Flush from Four King. Did not get shown, but did not get played on Showdown, but you know. 7 Jack 9 on the flop. 5 of hearts on the turn. Four King will check. Monkey will check. 6 of clubs on the river. Four King will check. Monkey will bet 67 for the meme, and he will fold. Four King will fold, and this is where they will pause. 6. On who said it? It was NPC. Thank you, NPC. Thank you, NPC, for your input. All right, next hand, if it doesn't end this hand, we will be going into overtime. 20 from Four King. 20 from Monkey. 3 of clubs on the turn. Check from Monkey. 60 from Four King. And Monkey will fold. And here we go. Into overtime. Ace 3-5 on the flop. Four King will check. H will check. 9 of hearts. Check. Check. Jack of clubs on the river. Check from Four King. Check from Monkey. And Four King will take the lead after Queen High victory hand. Monkey is still leading in hands 1, however. Five of hearts on the river. And Four King will win another one. Slowly building up upon that lead. $60 from Four King. Monkey will call. 120 in the pot. 120 from Four King. Betting pot. Monkey will think. Monkey will fold. And Four King will win. Four King has been on a roll here. He's been winning back to back hands. Now onto hand 105. $120 from Four King. Betting pot. Monkey went offline. Well, Monkey's back online. Here we go. Monkey will fold. Monkey needs to start gaining some chips, though, because when you get deep into overtime, this is where you can lose the game. Right here, you can lose the game if you do not start building up your chips. Right? And Four King, another hand win. He's been getting all the luck in overtime. But this one will finally go to Monkey. And it's just a folded hand, but still another hand's won for Monkey. Monkey will win another one. Four King. And Monkey will fold. And this will go into the next overtime. Second overtime, 20-40 blinds. All right. 40. This is where it starts becoming a very luck dependent. Now I believe this overtime and probably next overtime, third overtime. This is where like you can still fold hands you don't like and play hands you do like. When you get into like 4 overtime, 5 overtime, that's when it starts becoming very, very luck dependent and starts becoming a game of you play what you play, and this is where the real social aspect comes in, and you have to try to bluff them out, then you have something. $80 for Monkey. And Four King will win the 80 in that one. Monkey, mainly ahead for most of the game, is now behind. And Monkey is in danger of losing another game. Four King will bet 40. Monkey will call 9 of diamonds on the turn. 40 from Monkey. Monkey might have something, but we don't know. Four King will fold. That'll be a huge chip game for Monkey. Ace 4 Queen on the flop. 5 hearts on the turn. Forking will bet 40. Monkey will bet 40. 10 of clubs on the river. Forking will bet 40. Monkey will all in. Here we go. But Forking will not budge. So Monkey will slowly close that gap. A simple win for Monkey. But we'll, again, slowly close up on that gap. We have been going for almost an hour now. That's really funny. Almost an hour we have been going at it for. And Dion has Forking has paused it. King 9-8 on the flop. 8 on the turn. Check, check. 7 on the river. And Monkey will regain the lead just for now. But here comes the third overtime. Monkey will extend his lead. We'll go ahead and check. Forking will bet to 40. Monkey will think. He will fold, giving Forking the lead. Eight, 10, 6 on the flop. 80 from Forking. 160 from Monkey. 160 from Forking. Ace of spades on the turn. All in from Monkey, but nothing from Forking. 80 from Monkey. 240 from Forking. Monkey will fold. Not many hands being played here. 10-4-10 on the flop. Monkey will check. Forking will check. Jack of spades, Jack of clubs will be 80 betted by Monkey. However, that will not happen. 7-2 queen on the flop. Check, check. 5 hearts on the turn. Check from Forking. 80 from Monkey. Forking will fold. King to king on the flop. Check, check. 2 of hearts on the turn. We got kings and twos. Got jack of clubs on the river. Check from Forking. Check from, and there'll be a chop. All right, well. And have them pause the game. There we go. Look at that board. 2s and 4s. Who has the 4? We don't know. But we have trips 2s on the board. Next hand, if it goes to next hand, will be 4 overtime and full house on the board. And obviously it'll be a chop for both. Full house on the board. Pretty crazy. Here we go. 4 overtime. Now this is when overtime gets a little scary because you can't really fold cards you don't like. You got to either play them, bluff them out, and only fold if you really, really, really do not want to play them. 320 up for grabs. See if Monkey tries to shove. He will not. 9 of hearts on the turn. Check from forking. Check from Monkey. Forking will check. Monkey, if I was Monkey, I would shove here. Does not get it. However, it does not matter. Monkey will have a straight. And we will continue. Forking will bet once will call it. Check from Monkey. Check from Forking. Ace diamonds on the river. Both will check. Monkey will get the 3 of the kind. We'll get the trips. Get the set on the turn. 160 from Monkey. Forking will check. 6-5 Jack on the flop. All in for Forking. Let's see if Monkey calls. Monkey will ponder. He will not go all in. He will not call. Forking did have the Jack. Forking will try to go all in again. Monkey will fold. Say no, sir. 160 from Monkey. Forking will check. Ace-6 queen. Check, check. 9 of spades on the turn. Forking will go all in once more. Monkey will say no. 160, and it'll be probably a check. Yep, 3 Jack 6 on the flop. 9 will be on the turn. 10 of spades on the river. Both will check, and 4 king will slowly take will tie it up. Maybe he's going to make it close at least. Not tie it up, but he'll make it close. And with that, 4 king will take the lead. Oof. 4 king, looking like it. What they're going to be down. He slowly came back. 4 king slowly came back, and now, if this hand if it goes on, we will enter 5 overtime. This is for the lead. This hand is for the lead. 320 from 4 king. Monkey will fold. 4 king will take the lead. 5 overtime. Monkey will fold it, try to get a better hand. 4 king will fold. $320 for Monkey. 4 king will has no choice but to check. 3-7 queen on the flop. Monkey will check. 4 king will check on the 5 of clubs on the turn. Check, check. 2 of hearts. 4 king will check. Monkey will check. Jack 8 off 4 king. Monkey is on his final breath. Will Monkey try to go try to shove? Will Monkey go all in? He's thinking about it. It's either you go all, hopefully check it out here, or fold and hope next hand's better. Check from Monkey. Check. Let's see who can win this hand. 4 king will try to force Monkey to go all in. We'll try to shove him. He will do it, and that is it. 4 king will come back and win it on the straight with a 2-8. Again, a 2-8 off from Monkey. Not the best play from Monkey, I will admit. Not the best play, but 4 king will get it done in 5 overtime. Wow. Beginning was a bit rough, I will admit, but it definitely escalated by the end. Thank you guys for watching this part. And we will see you for game 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to game 2 of Carolina, Denver. I have given them the signal to begin. Buying. I don't know how to spell begin, apparently. And we have Denver being represented by Frank B. and my world representing Carolina. We will get second in one moment. I'd like to introduce you guys to my co-commentator today, Steven. He is on the Antwerp Aces, and he has agreed to join me in this game. Say hello, Steven.
Hello, Salt. Very
Hello.
excited to do this. First time
Yeah.
ever commentating poker, but
Yeah.
I've been watching poker for a while, and excited to do this.
Yeah.
So one pot in, we got Frank taking it down.
Mm-hmm. I will say I did just record game one, literally like two, like 5 minutes ago. So this is so you know. Well,
Very
um,
fresh.
all right.
Very
So
fresh.
nothing really happened. Nothing happened without the two hands. In that game, it was a lot of checks and a lot of folds, not a lot of bets. But um, yeah, six
Yeah,
ace
it's nice
tens.
to even just see
Yes,
it. I've been noticing that these players have been raising
yes,
pre-flop already 2 out of 3 hands. I hope to keep that up because it is the preferred strategy of many heads-up poker players to raise pre-flop, even in heads-up matches, as opposed to just uh, calling from the small blind.
yes.
Frank's done it both times.
hmm Um, both of these players are rookies. Um, and both of them are debuting on primetime, I believe. Um, so pretty interesting. Carolina is trying to go for the sweep. Frank will fold, and yeah,
Yeah,
and he will
my world
fold.
I've noticed has folded about which hand are we on? I'm sorry, it's not popping up. Oh, hand 7.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe 2 out of 3 of my world's small blinds he folded immediately to Frank, not even calling for just 5 more chips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm noticing my world probably a very tight player overall. If he keeps up this pattern, Frank should attempt to bluff my world at an increased rate due to the fact that it's likely that he'll get my world to fold a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Oop, got a ping. Um. Yeah. So I think. So, like I said before, Carolina is trying to go for the sweep. I think this is my world's first ever game, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
really?
I think it is.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot to keep track of.
yeah.
I'm not. I don't know. Um, just a little bit of advanced warning, or not
Yeah.
warning. This is my first NPAD season, so I don't know many
Yeah.
of the players. I don't know many of their tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
So watching this game now is kind of, I don't really know how these players have played or how they perform normally.
Mm-hmm.
So my world, if this is
Yeah.
um
Ooh, here we
probably
go.
might be another.
Jacks will win it for my
That was
world.
big.
The big, big,
Yeah,
big
Frank.
pot.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Frank is he's been betting pretty aggressively, but my world picked up a nice hand there and was able to gain I believe it was 115 chip lead at the start of the hand. Now
Mm-hmm.
135. I'm sorry, not 135 chip lead. Twice that, 270. Because obviously Frank's down the same number.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3.
It's a good start for ABC. My dad taught me to count when I was younger as a joke. He watched poker. He taught me how to play poker.
Yeah.
He taught me to count DC 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace.
Wow.
I still remember that. And once again, my world open folding. I'm not I would like to see my world play a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah.
It was good that he got the jacks, but he can't just rely on getting very strong starting hands if he wants to win, especially consistently, especially in heads up.
Yeah.
Because heads up is a lot different from a standard tournament.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It is. Wow. In a tournament, you can have like a kind of like a relying on others maybe to try to try to get others out. It's all on you, and it's very um it's all dependent on how you play the game, and how you play the game will be the decider on how the game will go on. So Jack King 10 on the flop. My will ponder this.
Yeah, I believe my world is more likely to actually have a better hand here because
Yeah.
Frank from the small blind just called. So he's likely got a fairly weak hand. My world bet. Wouldn't be surprised to see a fold out of Frank. Frank
Nope.
called.
40 and no.
Another bet out of my world and helps him take it down.
Nice. Oops, all spades.
Yeah. By the way,
Yes.
my world is he. I did just check in the
Okay.
Discord, and he
It's a
has the
he.
roll.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, my world is he.
Oh. My world was signed off of waivers for Carolina just this week, I believe. Um, Frank was drafted by Denver in the first round, with the second overall pick. King 3, Queen King on the board, and Frank will have the better kicker. It's the Jack.
Yeah, Jack 8 suited. That's a good hand to. That's a good hand, especially heads up. It's got it's a little. It's a two cards in between, so two gapper. But the Jack's not a terrible card to have, and of course suited allows for a lot more.
Yeah.
My world showing the D7 off.
Mm-hmm.
So how long? So you're saying my world just got drafted off of waivers. Is this
Yes.
Frank's first NPAD season as well?
It is,
Or has
yes.
he been
This is Frank's first NPAD season. He was
in NPAD before?
oh,
Okay.
speaking of
We have
Frank,
rookies.
he will win 120 off a two pair. Yeah, so he's also a rookie. He was one of the, I think he was the first player to sign up for the draft when I posted the applications in season 6 or season 7.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. 10-10 from both. We got King of Clubs on the turn. Bank will fold, and Frank will win
Yeah.
another hand.
My world just playing far too passively, in my opinion. I'd love to see a little bit more aggression, but like even with the jacks, it wasn't a big pre-flop bet. I don't think from my world if he raised at all. Where if you get the jacks, you want to be raising as much as you can. You want to inflate the pot as early on as you can, especially against, excuse me, against some NPAD players.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed, because again, I'm a rookie this year, but I've noticed a lot of NPAD players tend to be on the tighter side.
Yeah.
So I've picked up on this and just assume my opponents are going to be aggressive. Assume my opponents are going to be passive, play a little bit more aggressively, and oftentimes it's been working. My record, I believe, is now
3-1,
4-2.
4-2.
No,
Okay.
because I had two games. I won the first two, and then I lost two in a row. I think I'm now 1-2 in a row.
Okay. Okay.
So I think I'm 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
And just starting with an aggressive strategy seems to work. And even if I notice that my opponents are willing to, come after me and try to take advantage of it,
Hmm.
I'm like it's really easy for me to just tone it down a little, play a little more passively. But
Hmm.
my world with consistent open folding is just a little bit at a time, and with such a slow game,
Oh,
I
that
wouldn't be
was good.
surprised if this sorry, slow in terms of movement. The chips are not moving. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised to see this game
going
make it to
overtime.
overtime.
Yeah.
And folding small blinds in overtime will really start to catch up when they're
It
making
does.
10, 20 chips. You know, throwing away 20 chips. 1% of the total in play is not doesn't sound large, but you do it a few times and you're losing quite a bit
Yeah.
and not given a chance to see some new cards.
For the uh in overtime, it's like for one overtime, two overtime, maybe three overtime. You can play it normally. It's not going to be the end of you. When it gets to like four overtime, five overtime, that's when it starts getting very very risky folding. Because if you fold, if you have a hand that you really don't want to play and you fold, that can be risky down the end because you lose a lot of chips by folding in overtime. So
Yeah, I mean, I even start to play depending on how the chips are distributed. Um, I will start to play different overall, even in like two overtime. One overtime with a reasonable chip distribution, I still don't change
yeah.
my play too much. But once you get to two overtimes, there's only 50 big blinds worth of chips in play, and
Hmm.
that means that just relative to the blinds, there's really not much room to work with. So you kind of need to find spots where you can just go all in and
Yeah.
either take the big blind or go for a attempt to double, or to, in the case if you're leading,
Hmm.
try to eliminate your opponent.
Yeah. I think overtime, in my opinion, is like one of those entertaining parts of an NPAD game. Because of how like intense it gets. Everyone's like going all in and stuff. So that's what I like about overtime. 125 from Frank, and no, my old said no. Denied.
Yeah,
Denied.
knowing how aggressive Frank is, I would just guess he probably had made the flush there, but definitely don't. Especially against my world, who's shown to be passive, you're gonna want to bet a bit smaller there,
Yeah.
because you want my world to call. Even just betting 10 is just 10 more chips. We're betting 125. There's almost no way my world calls, and if my world calls, I don't know. Again, I don't know what Frank's cards were, but if Frank didn't have particularly strong cards, my world might even have had a better flush if they'd both made one.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Um.
So my world's probably only calling with better, only folding with worse. That's
Mhm.
really not what you want to be doing.
Yeah. My world is. Hey, my world's barely in the lead. But you wouldn't. My world is playing this, like you said, passively. Um, not really betting that much. Very playing it very softly, very quietly. Not making big plays.
Yeah. Yeah, and it again, like even though my world's got this chip lead, uh, um, if I had to guess who was going to win, I wouldn't be surprised to see Frank win, even though he's got it down by about 300 chips at the start of this hand, or
Mm-hmm.
not
Yeah.
that much, a little
Look at this
over
hand.
200. Yeah, and he queen makes a straight, made a straight on the last street though, so nothing really changes with that ace, which is interesting.
Yeah.
My world taking down the pot up to 1185 at the beginning of the hand, nearly 3-2 chip leader.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been talking about my world. I'm gonna look at Frank's play a little more because he's obviously been more aggressive.
Yeah.
Calling all the thing is, what I think Frank could do, maybe a little better, is not call off my world's bets so often because my world is so passive. Frank needs to play more, but
Mm-hmm.
if my world shows any pushback, needs to let my world have the pots. Don't let the pots get big that my world wins. Keep them small, and you don't want to lose a whole lot at any given time.
Yeah.
That's
100%
one thing
agree.
I've been trying to do a lot in my own NPAD games. Is I'm like even in my game against H Coon, which is going on at the same time. The last game you were commentating on
Yeah.
was happening. I noticed H Coon often would kind of play his hand face up. Is H Coon? I'm sorry,
H-Kun is a he, I would believe. It's a
H
he.
Coon. Okay, I just say it, but I don't ever
Yeah.
actually. I have no idea. I just guessed. I shouldn't be guessing, but yeah, hopefully no hard feelings if I do ever
Yeah.
uh get
Call
it
someone you're
get
right or not. Yeah.
choosing correctly. Um, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So H-Tune was playing fairly straightforward. If he bet, he probably had something. If he
Mhm.
didn't bet, he probably didn't have something. So kind of just if I've got middle pair, it's a kind of a tough spot.
Yeah.
I oftentimes would bet fairly large. If he called, then I
Mhm.
wouldn't continue pushing the matter. If I've got top pair, I'll probably playing it aggressively. If I've got two medium cards and he's betting, even if he's got bottom pair, might be better than mine. Unless I've got two over cards, I'm probably going to be folding in that spot.
Mhm. Yeah.
So just look at this. Yeah.
By the way, later, if this game goes on for a little bit, we'll have Andy joining us midway through. The reason he's not here right now. He's at the store, but we should be seeing Andy coming in uh
What,
to the booth.
what do you think Andy's getting?
What do you think Andy's getting? I think I don't know. Might probably some dinners and stuff. You know, not much.
Uh,
Um, 10 from each. Frank will fold. Haven't really left this bubble of around 800, 110. Yeah, 1010. 1000,
1,200.
1200. Yeah, I was say I don't know why I'm.
800, 1,200.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes,
About three to two from my world.
yes. My English has not been the best, so um, ace 3 5 on the flop, four
Or
spades on the turn,
I
seven of
mean, deuce
hearts,
make wheel, but I doubt any player has a deuce considering no one's betting. I rolled betting there. Maybe the flush?
maybe.
Maybe the straight, but I would doubt the straight considering I would guess my world would probably be betting the straight once he made it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For king 5 on the flop, check from my will, check from Frank, 5 of hearts on the turn. Check from
Yeah.
my world, 10 from Frank. My will fold.
Yeah, again, that's the kind of spot Frank is absolutely playing correctly.
Yeah. Yeah.
No bet from after no bet from my world on the flop, another five changes nothing.
Mhm.
Because there was, already five on the board. My world likely I would think probably would have betted already. So Frank choosing to bet there just to take down the pot without um any resistance is probably without likely resistance is good.
Mhm. Yeah. Whew. 747. Got an airplane on the flop. And then
Gotta get another
Mace.
ace. Got American Airlines, 747 American Airlines.
Hell yeah. Just have
One
that
of the
two. Have that two on the river be a squared. A squared.
yeah, it works. We'll go with that.
It works.
It's just 2A. It's just I got the order wrong.
Yeah. Fair enough. 4 Jack 10 on the flop. 60 for Frank. Ooh, here we go. My will
Oh
call.
goodness, this is a big call from my world. Frank really
Oh
not
shit.
should not be betting here. Yeah, call
Mmm.
there from Frank. Whoa,
A.
my world had nothing on the flop except a straight draw.
I mean, it
So
worked out for
interesting to
them.
see that there's still a call. Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, and just calling for 10 on the river is probably the correct play by Frank, getting 19 to 1 odds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's some of the battle, and I think something that I've noticed a lot of players seem not to want to play the odds. Where I'm a lot more prone to, like I was saying, like with a jack, I had like one of the hands against H Coon, I had Jack 10, and all the board is all low cards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even if H Coon, like at Jack 10, I probably raised it. I think the pot was 60 after the flop. I raised it to 30. H King called. When H King bets just something like 10, well, I've got 7 to 1. If I've 12.5% of the time I'm winning the hand, I should be calling because it'll be profitable
Yeah.
overall. And that hand, I don't think I won, but there's several other situations where I was able to capitalize on those spots.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, after that Queens, my world's now got around 1250, around 62% of the chips in play. 5-3 lead instead of just 3-2. Not a very big difference though.
Hmm. Frank will bet
A 10 from
10.
Frank, and
No.
yeah, it's just gonna get through again. Oopsie. Whoop, don't try to sit at the table.
Oh, there we go. Got a very simple but my world raise, nope. 5 ace 9 on the flop. All suited. 10 from Frank. 10 from my world. And then got a 10 of diamonds on the turn. Check from my world. 40 from Frank. My world fold.
Frank really well, there was a big bet from Frank,
Mm-hmm.
which will accomplish, getting a fold out of my world some of the time, but again, that's a spot where Frank needs to be careful because my world already called his flop bet.
Yeah.
So that means, considering my world's tendency to not want to play as much, even a call shows that my world's hand might be fairly strong.
Mm-hmm.
Back to 3-2, 1200 to 800. Getting close to the overtime. This is hand number 80.
Yeah. And then we will have to remind my world how to do it because this is the first NPAD match. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. How did my world find the server by
I
chance? Do you happen to know?
do not know. um, my world might have. I think my world might have been in MRE Uno, and I think
Uh,
joined. And here we go, 20. King Jack off.
how
Jack
big is MRE?
MRE is pretty big. MRE Uno is like about double the size of NPAD, I believe. A little bit more maybe.
Okay, because I know I just joined. Yeah, I just joined, but I know I'm in D2. And I know there's a whole D1 server above me
Yeah,
that's not even in D2.
yeah. The
I
D1.
crashed out round 0. I lost the top and trying to qualify for the round of 32, which is
Yeah.
very disappointing. But you win some, you lose some. I played pretty well and just
Mhm. Yeah.
couldn't accomplish the,
yeah.
you know.
The yeah. I beat Daniel Voiles in the play-in, and then I lost to Scars in the round 64.
Yeah, and that's the rough part about a straight bracket,
Yeah.
where NPAD's got a very open system where when you have to play so many matches, it tends to happen where the best players will come out on top more often.
Yeah. Yeah.
Versus MRE Uno, you're playing a 32 or 64 player bracket. Is it 32 or 64?
64.
64 player bracket. You know, one loss sends you out, and I was basically in the round of 128,
Yeah.
trying to qualify to get to the round of 64. Missed.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, you just lose. Where I don't know how good I am compared to others. I know generally when it comes to poker, I'm slightly above average at least, but slightly above average in terms of, you know, recreational, just
Yeah.
people from NPAD.
Yeah.
So I know, like, I know my chances are, you know, at winning something from NPAD or any particular NPAD. Say NPAD had
Queens with Frank.
well, the difference with NPADs is the team. So say NPAD, everyone was on their own team. I'd have a better chance at winning NPAD with the way the structure goes than I would with MRUno, just because skill counts for a lot more. Where MRUno,
Yeah.
you get one bad round and you're out.
Yeah. Also, their seeding is mainly based off of vibes and previous season placement, but
Yeah,
NPAD, it's like in order to win it, you have to be good and you got to earn your way in. Frank is chipping away at the lead a little bit. Obviously, with my world being very flat, being very soft.
yeah. Actually, we do want to. You might want to remind my world is now hand 95,
Is
so
hand 95. Yeah, I hand up
5 hands away
100.
from, yeah,
Yep.
5 hands away from overtime.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, Frank up to 915, closing in back to the 1,000 chip mark for even.
Hmm.
Yeah, again, Frank, it's really easy to chip away because we've just been talking
Yeah.
10 or 15 hands gone by, no real big pots,
No.
which just means my world's not ever had a big enough hand to try to come over the top with, and it's just left
Yeah, 35. Here we go.
Frank
This
in a
is.
position to. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now Frank really should slow down if he doesn't have, let's say, at least a pair of aces.
Mm.
Pair of aces, indeed. Surprised the 4 kicker won. I would have thought my world had a decent chance at ace, maybe
99, and
versus
then this is where they
10.
pause.
Yeah, my world
Yep. To raise the blinds.
probably. My world's burning time.
What is my world do? Oh, I think it's my. Oh, I don't think my world's pausing. I think they're opening the blinds as it is right now.
Yeah, my world about to timed out possibly.
All right. Yeah, it worked.
Oh, we got there
All
we
right.
go. That was good. Yes, now we're up to 1020 where again my world folding small blinds, folding big blinds,
Mm-hmm.
you know, 10, 20 chips out of the stack of 1,000 can rack up pretty quickly and give Frank a shot at the lead.
Yeah. All
Frank
right.
now within 10 chips, 5 chips of 10 chips of the lead now. Or 10 chips separating, 5 chips of the lead. There it is. Frank now to 1,005.
All right. We're back. We're back. We're back pretty even. All right. 9-2-6.
Yeah, my world bet, so I would suspect possibly a pocket pair out of my world in this hand. Even if it's a low one, still, could also be a high one. I don't know what my world's choice is with a pair of something like twos or threes. Probably raise, I would suspect, considering just seeing a pocket pair, gets most players interested in the hand. Seven,
Yeah.
6, 5. Two diamonds, ace of diamonds. It's 3 now. Flushes on board, straights on board, aces on board. My world interested in this pot. There's a 7. Now full houses and quads can be made.
120. Here we go. Oh, here we go. And Frank with a
Oh, my
big
world
one.
Frank nearly up to 1200 himself after being down after my world being at 1200 about
Yeah.
15 hands ago, 20 hands ago. Yeah, big swing to Frank, really giving him
Yeah.
a good shot at this.
Keep in mind, my world is trying to complete the sweep for Carolina. Carolina, fun fact, has never swept anyone, including this season and last season. Last season, Carolina was the only team to not have a sweep.
Is Carolina new last season?
Nope, Carolina has been here since season 1.
Oh,
Well,
they've swept people
um,
historically, I'm assuming.
well, here's the
But
thing.
it's
So
been at least
last season was the first. Oof, big hand for Frank having the
another
super
big one. Now
flush.
about 2-1 chip lead.
But
Huge.
but NPAD used to be you play one board and then whoever won the board won the whole game. Won the whole series.
Oh, got
Yeah,
it.
so it was just one game. And then last season we switched it so it was the first of 3. So
Best of 3.
best of 3, yeah, best of 3. My bad. I guess first of 2.
Yeah, first to
Um
2, race to 2,
all
best of
right.
3, all the same
Got
thing.
got some jacks, got some 2s with a 10 sneaking in there. Frank will fold. My will try to be a little aggressive, but
Yeah, a hand like that's interesting. I generally like on a 2-pair board to bet when I have an ace, but I don't like a king in that spot is actually not very good because a lot of times an ace will just give a better 2-pair. Even if it's not, if you have an ace, it's a fairly strong spot to bet on a double paired board.
yeah.
Especially heads up when there's a decent chance you have the best hand or at least chopping. Where if there's if you make your opponent potentially think they have a full house, you might be able to take all the chips in the pot, even if your opponent has an ace.
Also, can we just talk about this hands one gap that's happening right now? Frank with
Uh,
74, hands one, my will 40. That is actually crazy.
oh goodness, I don't see that because I'm
Hmm.
on my phone at the time being.
Yeah, it's pretty big gap.
Here's some internet issues. Yeah, and again, that's just going to be due to my world's consistent overfolding,
Mm-hmm.
especially pre-flop, where if say my world folds even a third of his hands pre-flop when he's on the button,
Mm-hmm.
with about what hand are we at now? 116 hands,
117.
117.
Yep.
So my world has had 58 small blinds. If he's folding half the time, that on the small blind, that's 20 hands to Frank automatically. Plus overfolding on even after hands that make the flop. That's what's causing such a gap. That's why I think the hands one is still not necessarily a good metric. Because I know a lot of people in NPAD, for instance, Sin, I've talked to him and he likes the hands one. But I think what really just shows is wins. Because over time, wins are just going to be what really tells a good player from a bad player. It doesn't matter if you're winning 10 chips here and there, where when you lose a pot, you lose 300. You have to make up, 30 tens just to make up that one loss.
Yeah.
So that's where I think that's more questionable. And
Mm-hmm.
where I captain, I would probably look. I'd probably look into not hands one percentage. I would look into players who have high win rates and smaller hands won percentages, or
Okay.
especially hands played too. I think actually the number of hands played might even be more indicative of than hands won. Considering if you can win in a shorter number of hands, you might know how to exploit your opponent's tendencies more often. My world raising this bet. There's 400 in the pot. Frank getting 5-1.
Ooh.
My world with the 10 of clubs
Ace away from
versus
a royal.
Frank's 9 of clubs. Yeah, ace 10 would have been the royal flush. Have you ever seen a royal?
I've I've been a part of a royal, but I haven't seen an NPAD. No.
I have played online poker a while. I have seen 3 royal flushes, and 2 of them I lost the maximum to.
Tough.
The other one I just saw happen. I've never had a royal. The other day, I had a king high straight flush. I believe it was in clubs.
Mm-hmm. My will making a
My world almost back to even.
yeah, making a don't
Almost
call it a
finished back
comeback.
at. All right, if you say so. Yeah, hand 123. This is now 3 overtime. At blinds of 40-80.
My will takes the lead
Um,
actually. Funny enough.
yeah.
That's wow.
Now 11:05. Yeah.
Damn.
Like we were saying about overtime earlier, though. Now we're only in the third overtime, and we're already down to just 25 big blinds,
Yeah.
which that is really hard to play off of because every big blind is so valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Losing one costs you 4% of all the chips in play.
Well.
So you really want to be careful. And if you notice you're down to like 4 or 5 big blinds, you're just at that point, you want to be playing all in or fold. Either pick up another big blind, you're at 5 big blinds, you pick up one, you increase your stack by 20%.
Yeah.
Or if you get called, you can either double your stack or your output. You put yourself in with a chance to really pull back the lead.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't like it as much when my NPAD games go long, even though in 2 of the games I've played have gone into fairly deep overtime. One, I was at, I believe, hand 149 I made it to.
Wow.
And that's not the way I like to play because I know
Oof. All
playing more
right.
shallow, wow, big pot. Once again, back to even. It's like, it's crazy. I didn't even notice Frank was down to, it would have been about 600 chips and then pulling it back to even.
Yeah.
It's so quick now that the blinds are so high. Bet of 160, it's 2 big blinds, but 160 was unimaginable of a bet, just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof.
man. Poor my world
Hmm.
there really get coolered on the 9 with that 9 river.
Mm-mm.
Frank really got lucky there.
Yeah. Frank crossing into over 80 hands. One. Fun fact: there's only been now it won't happen today, but there has been a select few games, mainly in the in playoff overtime, when blinds get raised every 20 instead of every 10. Um, there has only been a few times where where a player has won over 100 hands. Only a few times though. It's very rare,
Yeah. It's
but
obviously very difficult
yes,
outside of playoff overtime when you're only playing 150 hands.
Yeah.
winning 100 is a statistical anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
I remember even looking at it, talking to Sin about a particular player, and I thought I couldn't remember the conversation, but I was like, never. I think it was before the draft, and because we had been talking, he had told me he was considering drafting me, so I was kind of looking at it. And one player had lost he won like 20 of 60 hands, and I was looking at it. It's like the odds of that are like 1 in billions when you just look at
Hmm.
what are the odds of just winning 50-50s. And then I played against him, and apparently it was the same person I had told Salt not to draft, or not Salt, sorry, Sin.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, yeah, he's a good player. So maybe it was just a weird day where,
Mm-hmm.
or an interesting opponent where the dynamic might have been different. And
Yeah.
again, that's where hands one really isn't one of my favorite metrics to judge player off of.
It's a big pot, by
640
the
in the
way.
pot. Yeah, it's
Holy
just
shit.
four. Yeah, just
Oh, in the
just a
straight.
6 big blind pot, but it's almost half the chips in play. 12 and a half big blinds in play. Now that we're in 4 overtime and 136.
Frank
Frank
goes all
going
in.
for it.
Here we go.
All from my
Queen
world.
ace versus 10 queen.
Ooh. My world's dominated, needs a 10. So looking for a 10 from my world. That's all it's going to save. Otherwise, Frank doubles.
No.
There it is. Frank doubles up. 830. Right back in it. Right back in it with all of 5 big blinds.
All right.
Raise. And just raising. Like that
It's
one
risky.
bet where 8%, my world just lost 8% of the chips in play just by folding small blind. Or big blind, rather.
Mm. Got a very spicy board right here.
Yeah, I really think.
160? No.
Did not suspect my world would win that one.
No.
Thought Frank might call it off. Yeah, money, I would say, honestly, would still be on Frank at this point.
Yeah.
Just because I think my world's still overfolding, and now folds cost quite a bit with the blinds so high.
Yeah.
This is where even, getting it in with 64, even with just 40%, is not terrible because the blinds are so high. The odds might make it worth it just by the chips that would otherwise be dead chips.
Yeah.
163.20, now just 6 big blinds. Any moment here, the match will come to a conclusion. Looks like it could be this hand.
Be big,
1280
big
in the
hand
middle.
here.
Frank just 110 chips, about a third of a big blind. Frank needs to put the chips in. There's no reason to hold back
I
because he's
don't
not winning
think
on
so.
110.
Yeah.
Should just put
Might was gonna
the
try
rest
it.
in, play for it
No.
all.
All right, Frank has to go
Folded.
all in here.
5%. Yeah, he's forced all in. What a hand. Myra will just check eventually.
Ooh. They are
Maybe.
in they're raising the blinds.
My world folded.
Ooh, raise the blinds, guys. Oh, well, I don't think it'll matter.
My world folded the small blind
Will it matter? No.
for no reason.
Will it? A
Oh,
3 will save him. No.
no, and that's my
And
world victory.
for
What a
the first time for the first time in Carolina Mission's history, they have swept an opponent. My World sweeps beats Frank. Hands one, 88 to Frank, 56 to My World. But they did not raise the blind at the very end to 5 overtime. But honestly, it does not really matter how many hands went to 5-3. It'll still go down as 5 overtime. However, it it doesn't. It didn't really matter in the end. But good job to my world. Thank you guys for watching. It's very long. So yeah. Thank you, Stephen, for joining me in this. And yeah,
Thank
we
thank you for
will.
having me.
Yep, we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.